Beautiful namaste, yogis. Welcome to our practice today. I'm in New Jersey, the Garden State, and it's summer and it is so gorgeous. And I've just been over at my friend Gene's house and seen his lovely garden that he and his friend John have built. I'm super inspired because it reminds me of how beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nature is, and even like just the vegetables and the lettuce and the basil and the herbs and it was just magnificent. Even the eggplant. And I'm not a big fan of eggplant, but boy, I might start eating it now after what I saw today. Let's start at the center of your mat, standing, Tadasana pose. Plant yourself by rocking back and forth on your feet. Yes? I've often seen in many needlepoint pillows bloom where you are planted. All right, so no matter what's going on in your day, take a moment here, take a few deep breaths, rock back and forth on the feet, plant yourself into the present moment, and then plant yourself in stillness by eventually stopping that rocking, coming right back into center. Bring your hands to the heart center. Pause. Feel the glorious, fresh inhale. And then exhale out everything, and exhale, 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 and deepen everything into the soil. Just let go. Do that again. Fill yourself up with your inhale. And feel yourself cleansed by your exhale as you let everything release down into the earth. Do that one more time, breathing in. Exhale, breathe out. Follow, follow, follow the exhale down your legs, into your feet, down into the soil, down into the earth. Great. And then notice where you're landed, and then let's align a little deeper with some of the alignments of yoga. As you lift and spread your toes, drop the toes back down onto the earth, and then draw the femur bones back, outer hips down, tailbone down. You might begin to feel the inner and outer edges of your heels. Balance that with the inner and outer edges of the ball of the big toe and the ball of the little toe. So you're nice and centered. Lift of the belly, lift of the heart. Roll the shoulders back and down. Feel sliding down the back body and together the shoulder blades on the back body. A little bit of softening of the front of the ribs. And feel the rib cage balanced, front and back. And then feel your heart balanced right in the center. Good. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, float the hands down halfway. Step the feet out wide and match the stance by bringing the ankles underneath your wrist or so. Turn the toes in slightly, heels out slightly. Feel that rotation of the hips, inner thighs back, outer thighs back, tailbone down, belly lifting, heart lifting. Good, both arms reach up and over your head. Exhale, swan dive, wide leg swan dive, leading with the heart. And you might bring the hands down onto the earth. You might slide the hands down your legs for support. I'm gonna bring my hands right down onto the earth and then come up onto the tiptoes and then drop the heels. Come up onto the tiptoes and then drop the heels. Sway the hips a little right and left to awaken the inner thighs. And then come back to center. Left hand underneath, right in alignment with your heart. Right hand on the right hip to stabilize the hips so hips stay square. You lengthen forward with your heart. Spine goes long and then twist open to the right. You might stay right here. Notice that that right hip wants to come along for the ride. Roll the right hip down, left hip up. Spine is long, coming right out of the center of the pelvis. You might reach the right arm up to the sky, turn the palm to face out, spread the fingers nice and wide, press down and a little bit forward with that left hand. You might gaze up at the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale, right hand down, and we'll just switch sides. Right hand plants right under the heart, left hand onto left hip. Align the centered heart by reaching long with the spine first. Ground it down through both the inner and outer edges of your feet. And then open to the left. If necessary, roll the left hip down or lift the right hip up. You might even bring the hand to the back of the sacrum and feel that nice and flat right there. And then you might reach to open up, to get bigger extension, that left arm up to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice, beautiful, standing power twist. Good. Exhale, left hand down. From here, toe heel the feet in. Bring the feet underneath your hips, bend your knees. Inhale the heart, tall arms reach up to the sky. Utkatasana pose, turn the palms in towards each other. Keep the thunderbolt shape of the legs, just bring the arms back. Stretch them forward, arms back. Navel to the spine, forward. With the hands, arms back. Forward with the arms, reach, stand up nice and straight, Tadasana. Interlace the fingers up and over your head. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Wobble a little bit left, wobble a little bit right. Good, come right back to center. Walk the feet in a little bit closer. So a couple of inches. I've got about 3 inches between the inner edges of my feet. And then bend the elbows and catch a hold of the opposite elbow. Good. Now, inspired by the veggies and fruit and trees and herbs and flowers I saw growing in the garden, we'll do a pose called sunflower. So, you'll dip it over to the right, bend your knees ever so slightly and roll your way down, forearms down into the earth. Slight bend in the knees, roll it over to the left, open to the sun, and repeat. Big inhale. Big exhale. Slow down the breath. And take a handful of rolls here as it feels interesting and useful for you. This is a big, beautiful stretch of almost all the joints. Big muscle groups. Sound effects are helpful. Back to center. Lengthen. Switch the cross of the elbows. Opposite side, sunflower pose. Over to the left and down you go. I like to slightly bend my knees. Helps me balance. Keep rolling open, sunflower style, to the open sun and sky. Feeling grounded and generative. Like generating the sun from the inside out. Internal awareness. Designed to get into all the nooks and crannies. Enjoy the blooming of your awareness. Yes? Good. Back to center. Arms reach up. Arms come out in alignment with your heart. Step it wide. Good. This time, pivot on the right foot, right toes out, left heel back. Trikonasana pose. Hips to the left, arms reach forward on the right side. Drop the hand down. You might come to the thigh, maybe the shin, maybe down to the earth, but the play is to keep open in the heart. So twist it up to the sky and press down through the outer left heel and ball of the big right toe. Tailbone down towards the sky, belly lifted. Yes, breathe in. And then breathe out. Good. Come on back to center. Switch to the position of the feet. Left toes turn out, right heel turns out, hips to the right. Lean it on over and widen, widen, widen. The fingertips away from each other. Really keep that heart nice and open as you lean into the pose of triangle. Yes, and just come down to where you land, where you feel grounded down through the legs. And lift it in the belly, and lift it in the heart, and quiet in the mind, and tuned to your own breath. And bloom joy as you are planted right here, right now. You might turn up towards the sky. And as things begin to open, you might slide the hand a little deeper, maybe not. You choose. Breathe in, lining the shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades down the back, collarbone wide, breath flowing, a little bit of smile, inhale, exhale, come on, back up. Pivot both your toes in, toes turn in, heels turned out. Bring both arms back behind you, interlace the hands behind you, roll shoulders back and down, lift up through the heart, and then leading with the heart, come down to Prasarita. Forward fold. Drop your head, shake it out. Feel the arms reach away from you. Feel the arms reach up and over the head. And then hands heavy down, offering themselves to the earth. You might rock forward just a little bit to get into the bridge of the toes. And then press the thigh bones back, the inner and the outer thighs back. The sit bones are lifted. The tailbone is lifted up to the sky. The head drops down. The spine is long. And the breath is flowing, and you are blooming with joy, grace, ease, whatever is calling to assist in opening your heart, as well as releasing what doesn't serve. So the crown of the head dips down towards the earth, and just take a moment here, breathe, and let those thoughts drain down onto the earth. As the mind quiets and the body nourishingly stretches. Good? All right, release the arms. Come on up halfway. Toe heel in, feet underneath the hips, bend your knees, malasana. Now you might want to double up your mat or bring something underneath your heels as the heels reach down towards the earth. Hands on the insides of the knees to encourage the opening of the hips. Hands at the heart to encourage the opening of the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. You might play with those feet, strengthening dips again. You might come up onto the toes and then rock back to the heels and then lift the toes. Tippy toes, lift the toes. Tippy toes, lift the toes. Good. Let's take it for a twist here. Plant the left hand out to the left. Right arm reaches up to the sky. You might stay right here. You might continue the journey on that right shoulder by turning the palm away from you and reaching back behind you, and you might wrap it around so you find the inner thigh. You sort of use that as a support to the low back as the spine lengthens and twists and breathes and nourishes and opens. Good. Release that right arm up, drop the right arm down, find your way back to center, wobble a little bit right, wobble a little bit left, maybe coming up into the toes, and then right arm reaches out, left arm reaches up, and you sort of lean it on over and you breathe, 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 breathe. Turn the palm back. You might open up that left shoulder by bringing that left arm back behind you, and you might find the inner right thigh, perhaps, and you press the hand into the spine, and you roll the elbow forward, and you lift that left lung up to the sky, and you lengthen that right lung so the spine is nice and long, and there's plenty of breathing room on the right and left side of the spine, even though she's twisted. Yes? Yes. All right, left arm up. Come back to center, and just drop down. All right, bring both legs out straight in front of you. Give them a little shake. Shake, 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 shake. Then flex your feet. Spread your toes. Root down through the sit bones, right and left equally. Reach both arms up and over your head. Paschimottanasana, forward fold, hinging at the hips. The hands might find their way down onto the thighs, the shins. You might reach forward to your toes. Press down through your leg bones, especially the femur bones, inner and outer knee. Lift up through the heart, and then soften. You humbly bow the ribs. Yes, as you lengthen forward, and you might eventually round the spine as you drop your head. And then a few of you may reach around and catch a hold of the left wrist with the right hand as the palms turn away. Breathe in. Breathe. Good. Release. Chin to the chest. Roll your way up. Catch a hold underneath your knees. Bend your knees, soles of the feet onto the earth. Turn so that you are a long ways on your mat. We are rolling down to the earth. Turn the palms to face up to let this be a gesture of offering, chin to the chest. Roll your way down. Bend both knees, hug them into the chest. Wobble a little bit right and left. Release the grip of the hands, feet find their way down into the earth. Toe heel the feet out, mat width apart or so. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach the arms up and over the head to open up the heart and feel yourself grounded. And then windshield wiper, come to the edges of the feet, the knees fall to the right. Back to center, exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, knees fall to the right. You might gaze to the left, deepening the opportunity for a stretch. Knees fall to the left, gaze to the right. Oh. Few more rounds like this, giving yourself a beautiful massage of the low back, the inner and outer edges of the feet and the soles of the feet. A little bit into the neck, back of the heart. Yes, good. Right back to center. Inhale that right leg up to the sky. Now turn the toes out, heel in, bend the knee. Bring the ankle to the top of the left knee. You might curl up. You'll reach through, catch a hold underneath the left thigh. You might reach forward and grab the shin. Curl up like round, 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 and pull the legs in. Flex both feet. Stay here or gently roll the spine back down onto the earth and wobble a little side to side. Big, deep stretch at the hips. Good. Find yourself into center and stillness. Pause. Soften the grip. The Yoga Sutras say the purpose of yoga is to soften the grip. It's called the kleshas. Breathe in. So soften the grip of the hands and feel the body open with just your breath, attention, awareness, kindness, and self-love. Good. Release the grip completely. Left foot down, right leg comes high to the sky. Ankle circles on that right side. Circle both directions. Flex the foot as if you're standing in the heavens. Draw that foot a little bit closer towards your head. Inhale. Then exhale, lower, 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 lower. Nice and long, that right leg. All the way down to the side. Bend the left knee in, catch a hold of the left knee, the outside of the left knee with the right hand. Twist to the right. As that left shoulder gets heavy, gaze over to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. And a sort of a tipping, tiptoe-ish You might rock the knee down and the shoulder lifts. You might rock the shoulder down and the knee lifts. Eventually, you'll just find that nice, equal, balanced stretch. Don't forget to flex out through that right leg a little bit to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen everything, including your breath. Breathe down into the belly. Give some attention and awareness into the low back. Good. Come back up to center. Straighten your left leg, right knee in. Right leg up to the sky. Once again, shake it out. Bend the right knee. Left knee in, left leg lifts. So right foot is onto the earth with the right knee bent, left leg up. Point and flex a couple times and some ankle circles. Spreading the toes. Just giving yourself a little bit more room. Right, as you begin to open up the tight spots. Mind, body, and soul. First suggestion is Maitri, friendliness, on how we might begin to open up our tight spots, our kleshas. Flex the foot. Bend the knee. Bring the ankle to the top of that left thigh and press the knee away from you. Curl up. Lift the right leg. Roll up. Catch a hold underneath the thigh. Round up a little bit and pull the legs in where you feel that nice stretch and flex both your feet. Reach through the left inner heel and feel the outer heel all the way up into the knee. And then roll the heart back down onto the earth. The spine is long. Feel the sit bones equally planted. You might wobble just a little bit right and left. That'll help get into some of those tight spots. Little wiggle and wobble, breathing. Find yourself in stillness. Notice if the eyes are gripping, soften the grip in the eyes, the jaw, the hands. Let a big exhale happen. You might even stick out your tongue like. Breathe into where you feel it. Good. Release the grip. Right foot down, left leg high to the sky. Shake, 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 shake. Yes. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee into the chest. Right arm out to the right. Roll the right knee over to the left. Big, beautiful twist here. Oh. Shoulder is surrendered on that right side down onto the earth. Gaze over to the right. Knee falls down towards the earth. You might play with that seesaw action. Right shoulder, right knee. Right shoulder, right knee. And then find yourself balanced right in the center. For me, I prefer to have my right shoulder down and finding that organic stretch, that blooming stretch all along. You can feel it down my low back, outer right thigh. Last few moments, flexing out through the left foot. Deepen the opportunity, navel to spine, heart lifted, spine, long breath. And then exhale out everything. Good. Find your way back to center. Hug the knees back into your chest. Curl up, wobble. Pull both legs in, roll yourself back down to the earth. Drop the feet down to the earth and then stretch the right leg out. Bring it to the outer edge of your mat, left leg out. Outer edge of your mat. And then press down through the backs of the arms and lift the heart just a little bit to catch a little air. Air is the element in the heart. And then drop it back down onto the earth. Shoulders melt. Spine, whole spine comes to rest onto the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just take a moment here with soft, kind eyes and ease in your jaw and that spot between your eyes, the third eye, let it open. Tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. And allow yourself to see joy, ease, blooming right before your eyes. St. Paul is rumored to have said, you have eyes but do not see, you have ears but do not hear. These practices of yoga, especially these slower, more mindful movements, assist us in seeing more clearly, which is the very first klesha of vidya. Not seeing clearly is our big tight spot. Take a moment, last few beats here, and see the beauty within. Super valuable because we can't see without what we can't see within. By practicing blooming our vision of internal joy and happiness, assist us in seeing this in the outer world too. It translates, yes? Stay here as long as it feels inviting to you. We're getting ready to fire up the tour bus, so I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna do my best to stay connected to my inner peace and joy. All right, knees bend to the chest. Rolling over to my side, my left side planting right hand. Make my way back up. Snuggle back in. I'm gonna seal that goodness in my heart. Anjali Mudra right at my heart center. Beautiful namaste, yogis.